Hey, folks, today we're talking about a situation that many of you might find familiar. Meet Alex, a dedicated public servant who's been working for the government for the past 15 years.
I've been in public service for a long time. I like my job and I've worked hard to get to where I am.
Alex is good at what he does and has climbed the ladder to a respectable position. But now he's facing a big decision that could change the course of his career and life.
One of the biggest perks of my job is the defined benefit pension plan. It's like a guaranteed paycheck for life after you stop working.
In Alex's case, if he stays in his current job until retirement, he's looking at a pension that would pay him about 60% of his final salary. Plus, Alex has job security.
But here's the kicker. I have a significant mortgage on my family home. Now, with 2 kids and rising costs of living, we're feeling the pinch.
Alex is starting to wonder if his current salary is enough to provide the life he wants for his family. Now let's talk about the curveball that's been thrown Alex's way. A private company has approached him with a job offer.
We're offering you a salary of $110,000 per year. That's a whopping $35,000 more than what you're making now.
But wait, there's more. The private sector job also comes with the potential for annual bonuses.
In a good year, you could be looking at a total compensation package of over $130,000.
However, the pension situation is different in the private sector. Instead of a defined benefit plan, the new job offers a 401k with company matching.
With a 401k, the amount you'll have in retirement depends on how much you contribute and how well your investments perform.
The private sector job also offers other perks. There's a better health insurance plan, a company car, and opportunities for rapid career advancement. The company is growing fast, and they've hinted that if Alex performs well, he could be looking at a director-level position within a few years. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of job security versus financial growth.
I know exactly what my career path looks like and what I need to do to progress. It's stable. It's predictable.
On the flip side, the private sector job offers the potential for much faster financial growth.
But here's the catch. With higher reward comes higher risk. The private sector is more volatile.
It's a classic risk-reward scenario. There's also the question of work-life balance. Government jobs are often known for having more reasonable hours and better work-life balance. The private sector, especially in high-growth companies, can be more demanding. Alex might find himself working longer hours, dealing with more stress and having less time for his family. Let's dive deeper into the retirement aspect of Alex's decision, because this is a big one, folks.
Here's how it works. Alex is guaranteed a specific amount of money every month in retirement, based on his years of service and final salary.
Plus, government pensions often come with cost of living adjustments, meaning the payments increase over time to keep up with inflation. Now, let's look at the 401k offered by the private sector job.
With a 401k, Alex would be responsible for his own retirement savings. He'd contribute a portion of his salary, and the company would match 50% of his contributions up to 6% of his salary.
The potential upside of a 401k is significant. If Alex contributes consistently and his investments perform well, he could end up with a much larger nest egg than his pension would provide. But there's also more risk. If the market performs poorly or Alex doesn't save enough, he could find himself short on funds in retirement.
Section 5. Lifestyle impacts. More money, more problems. Now let's talk about how this decision could impact Alex's day-to-day life.
But here's the thing. More money often comes with more responsibilities and expectations. In the private sector job, Alex might be expected to work longer hours. He might have to travel more, missing out on family time.
There's also the question of lifestyle inflation. It's human nature to increase our spending when we earn more. Alex and his family might find themselves upgrading their car, buying nicer clothes, or eating out more often.
On the flip side, staying in the public sector job might mean continuing to live a more modest lifestyle, but it could also mean less stress, more predictable hours, and more time with family. Alex needs to think hard about what really matters to him and his family.
Section 6. The mortgage factor. Balancing home and career. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. My significant mortgage. The higher salary from the private sector job could certainly make those mortgage payments feel a lot more manageable. With an extra $35,000 a year before taxes, I could potentially pay off our mortgage years earlier than planned.
But here's where it gets tricky. What if Alex takes the private sector job, increases his lifestyle expenses, and then loses the job in a few years?
There's also the question of housing market stability. In many areas, government employees get preferential treatment or better rates on mortgages because of their stable income.
Section 7. Making the decision key points to consider. All right, folks, let's recap the key points Alex needs to consider as he makes this big decision.
But it's not just about the short-term gain. Alex needs to think long and hard about job security. His current government job offers stability that's hard to match in the private sector.
Then there's the retirement question. The defined benefit pension plan in his current job is a valuable asset.
Lifestyle is another crucial factor. The private sector job might mean more money, but it could also mean longer hours, more stress, and less time with family. Alex needs to think about what kind of life he wants to live, not just now, but in the years to come.
Section 8. Beyond the numbers. Aligning career with personal values. Now, let's talk about something that often gets overlooked in these big career decisions. Personal values and fulfillment. Money is important, folks, but it's not everything. I need to think about what really matters to me in my career and my life. In my current public sector job, I'm serving my community. There's a sense of purpose that comes with working for the government, knowing that your work directly impacts people's lives.
There's also the question of career growth and personal development. The private sector job might offer more opportunities for rapid advancement and learning new skills.
Ultimately, the decision comes down to what I value most. Is it financial security and a stable retirement? Is it the potential for rapid growth and higher earnings? Is it work-life balance and time with family? Or is it the sense of purpose and fulfillment I get from my work? The best decision is the one that aligns most closely with my personal values and long-term goals.